Hey, I'm Nadia Blair Hahn, and this is my course, Let's Talk Trash, Preventing Food Waste. I'm not an environmentalist by any stretch of the imagination, but composting and food conservation is something I really care about personally. So I had a lot of fun putting together all the resources that I've been using, as well as finding new, more updated information on this topic for my course. The course design was largely inspired by my own experience with online learning. I am the type of person I'm the type of person with ADHD who needs things to be consistent in order to be able to know what's going on. So I really appreciated that consistency was kind of the top quality for a successful course, as in all of the readings and the videos that we have looked at throughout this course and especially this unit. So my course tries and aims to be simple, easy to navigate. Here on the home page, as you can see, very minimal. The click to access course content button was already here. It's self-populated. I really appreciate this button here. Content area is kind of the most important. But we do have this announcement. This is the longest chunk of text that my learners will be getting from me. Again, in kind of this effort to discourage the clicking through and encourage more of a real engagement with the content. Saying less is always better. So in this case, this is kind of a longer note, but it is the longest and the only announcement that I plan to have on this page for now. Here on the right, you can also see I have the calendar widget up, and I currently have the updates widget, although I'm deciding whether or not to keep that. I think I'm going to cut it. Let me know if you think that I would lose anything valuable to the rest of the setup if I do decide to take out the updates. Let's take a look up here at the nav bar. I slightly customized it. Of course, we have course home here in the far left, followed by content, assignments, discussions, and grades. Personally, I think this is the simplest layout, and it also highlights the most important tabs in order of how important they are to this course or how frequent they are used. So first, let's pop over to the content tab. Here we can see a pretty basic setup. Once again, on the left-hand side, we can view the table of contents and all three modules in descending order. Each module begins the same way with a chunk of text that introduces the title of the topic of the module, learning outcomes, and all the steps needed to successfully complete. I did consider adding an actual checklist. However, my experience with the checklist as a student in D2L has been spotty at best. So as I keep working on iterations of this project, I would love to have a checklist, as I think it's very helpful for students. I would love any input that anyone has on that, either from your own experience using it or where you see that it could be helpful here. In addition to this introduction, every module has just this straightforward list of every item that's included in the checklist of things that need to be done. So the pre-assessment here is a survey students are going to complete. I just have all of this listed in the order it should be completed in. I didn't use any of the submodule usability or anything else to kind of separate. I wanted to keep everything streamlined. That is kind of my largest concern at the moment, that is only simple to me because I designed it. So I would love any feedback on that if it actually proves to be more confusing than I think it is. Going back up here to the top real quick, we'll just take a look at the discussions tab, as two of the three modules do have a graded discussion component. So here, although we can't see it in this view, there is a rubric attached to all of the graded discussion boards. The module 1 discussion, similar to the module 3 discussion, they both have the full introduction of what the assignment is, how to successfully complete it. I tried to put a high level of personalization in all of the activities, especially the discussion posts. Personally, I don't love discussion posts, but I really do appreciate when there are a lot of different types of questions and when there's no pressure to answer every single one of them to a certain degree. So the rubric kind of reflects that the emphasis here is more on engagement. And because of the nature of the course, it's a little bit more reflective. And so students are encouraged both in the discussion post and then in the project that they will complete in module 2 to kind of speak to their own experience when it comes to environmentalism and food conservation. That's all I've got for now. I really appreciate your time and I look forward to hearing your notes. Thanks.